Hello! Welcome back to our channel. This is an exciting video because today, tomorrow morning, the bathroom renovation is starting. So it's the first full room that will be completely changed. Every single thing in the room is changing, which is really exciting.
Yeah, really excited about it. So I don't think we've shared like mood boards or anything for the space. So I'll talk a little bit about that and put it on the screen now. But we've basically wanted to go for a really neutral, warm, textural vibe that still kind of flows with the architecture and design of the house, but feels a bit more true to maybe our design, personality and makeup. So we've gone for Zalige tiles from Pietra for the walls, which are going to be surrounding the whole room.
Yes.
They're going in the shower, behind the sink, everything. And then we've gone for a limestone floor tile, which is a lot larger and in a darker color, which we thought would kind of tie in nicely with the exterior courtyard, which is just behind us here, and also the exterior of the house at the front, like that black tile or brickwork. And then we have gone for a custom marble sink, which is in what's the marble? I
think it's called Calcutta Viola.
Viola Calcutta, yeah. Which is like a really popular marble that a lot of people use. It's really similar, if not the same, to the stone that we've already got in the bathroom upstairs. So that's why we've gone for it. We wanted to kind of match it to that, which we're really excited about. And then we've gone for kind of all brass hardware and pipe work and all of that kind of stuff, which we've ordered mostly from like Turkey and Morocco, just on Etsy. So we'll leave everything linked down below. But we've said this before, but it's really funny when designing our own spaces, we kind of just let it happen and evolve. We don't really plan it as much as I might for other people, and I think sometimes that's the best way. Just let it be as a house, like it will come together. So yeah, that's our mood board. Really excited for it to start. We've got everything here and waiting except for the sink because there have been a few delays. But yeah, they're starting tomorrow and we're really excited about it.
If you haven't seen the house tour, we'll show a few pans of the room now. The room was actually designed really well, but it's just a bit run down now.
As in the layout is designed well. The like finishes and stuff aren't great.
Yeah, we're going to be keeping the layout pretty much the same because it is a really small space and it's just perfect as it is. So we're going to keep that the same. Quite a lot of the design features we do like, but we just want to make them more our own style. So kind of like Toby already said, but the black floor, we wanted to keep that dark so that it matches the outside, but just update it. It's really sort of like grubby and dirty right now. So
it's not being very well kept. Kind of like a lot of things in this house, and we've said that, but they made like good initial decisions and then just haven't looked after it, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be layout wise the same, but looks wise completely different. I think adding in the like unlacquered brass is going to really elevate the space. So really excited about that.
I think that will patina really nicely over time as well, which is going to look really nice as we use it. And yeah, looking forward to it. I think we mentioned actually in the kitchen like makeover that we just did that hopefully when the bathroom is done, we kind of should be ready to start moving into the house. So yeah, we're really excited for this because it's like a messy job, like drilling all the floor out and there's underfloor heating in there. So it's going to be quite a lot of work for the guys, but they have said they think it'll be like 1 to 2 weeks. So it normally runs over. But in our minds, it's my birthday in just 3 weeks yesterday. So we're hoping we can move in around then, which will be really nice.
Birthday treat.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to document this probably over the next like 3 weeks or so. And hopefully until move-in day. And yeah, we'll keep you in the loop.
So we've got all the tiles stacked up down here. We've got all the materials here, but these are the tiles we're going for. So it's actually a slate, not a limestone for the floor. And we went for quite big slabs, which it is quite a small space. So there won't actually be that many slabs, but we just wanted the floor to kind of be kept kind of like simple and your eye not really be drawn down to it. And then these are the tiles we went for. So all of the tiles are from Pietra, but these are Zalige. I think they're called like bone, the colour. So they're kind of just like an off-white grey kind of colour, which should complement the rest of the house really nicely. And that is going to be over the whole bathroom, every single wall. The ceiling actually matches the rest of the house. So it's this snowcrete that we've got. So that's going to be staying the same. And then these tiles will be joining on from there. So they complement each other really nicely. And then all of the metals and hardware we're going for is this unlacquered brass. So as we said, we got a lot of this stuff from Etsy, and it's mainly come from Morocco. So this is just the loo roll holder, but we've got taps, the trap for the sink, the shower, and pretty much everything is in that colour. And then we've got a like really thin framed black metal mirror, and then we're going to have like brass lights next to that. And what else did we get? Oh, and we're changing out the towel radiator to also be brass. Hello, bathroom update. So it is day one, the end of day one, and they've left. They've done a really good job. They've done loads. So today was kind of like ripping out everything. So here's what they've done. See if I can get it all in. So they've literally taken every single thing out other than the taps there, and it's looking great. The only issue they had was that there was underfloor heating underneath the floor, which they had to damage to remove it because it was like bricks laid over the top. So when they took it up, it did get damaged, which is a bit annoying. But to be honest, we've had underfloor heating in our flat all year. We don't use it. And we have underfloor heating throughout the whole rest of the house anyway. And we're going to have a towel radiator in here anyway, so it won't really make a difference. Hello. It's been a few days since we picked up the camera because we've not been very well. We've been under the weather and we had to go back to Bristol to see your mum.
Yeah, my mum, I think we mentioned it briefly in a vlog, one of our earlier vlogs, but she got taken into hospital last week for a few days. So we went back to see her, and then we both caught a bug.
Yeah, and you still kind of
sound a bit bunged up, but feeling so much better. But we've only just come to the house for the first time, basically since they started ripping it out. Yeah. So we thought we would show you
We've already had a look. It's looking so good.
It looks so good. I'm very, very excited for this. I don't know how well you'll be able to see.
Yeah, we don't want to turn the lights on because there's electrics hanging out, but
it looks super nice. I'm so happy with it. The Zalige tiles we went for look so good.
Yeah, they look really good. They obviously haven't done any grouting yet.
Yeah, but they've got everything in place. You can see so these are, we'll talk it all through like in a separate vlog probably, like the tour, but these are the brackets for the sink, which we'll show you in a sec. They've been a bit of a nightmare. Then obviously there's the plumbing for the faucets. That is for the wall light. We've measured it all out. So like they've got all of our drawings of the right kind of measurements. And then over here is the shower. That's where that'll be. And then down here is the toilet. And then they've done, you can kind of see, so we can't stand on it.
Yeah.
But we had a bit of an issue with the tiles. Yes. Because we went for larger tiles and we wanted there to be no shower tray, they had to make it sloped for drainage. Mm-hmm. And basically they had to cut all of the tiles with these diagonal lines, which you can see potentially. Yeah. Right now, like in this kind of area, they're all cut diagonally, but we came up with an idea of...
We didn't, Toby did.
of grouting all of the vertical and horizontal, like brick lay lines with the lighter grout that we want, or it's like a light grey, and then the vertical ones to help with the drainage we're going to do in as close a match to the floor tile as we can.
Anthracite colour.
So you won't really see that.
Yeah, so that will kind of like distract the eye, but honestly they've done such a good job, and like the Zalige tiling is so neat.
Yeah,
they've done it even like here, there's this little like jut that sticks out, and they've done it there. Excuse me. Which is just so nice.
We were actually just saying before, we feel like our style, if you've been here for a while, was always quite like country cottage, because that's what we had, and very like comfortable, lived in. And I think you don't ever really steer that far away from your style if you're going to be authentic to yourself. And we were just saying, I think naturally, a lot of our choices for this house, paired with the Crittle and the like city life, have led to like a really French Parisian bistro kind of feeling, like almost feels like Julie and Julia cooking, that kind of vibe. And when we show you some of the other details with like the aged brass and or the unlacquered brass, which will kind of patina over time, I think you'll kind of get that vibe. So yeah, we're really happy with that though. That's a style we really love, and it wasn't like forced.
I actually gave a little sneak of some of the pieces.
Sorry. Good that we're not here with the builders. Don't want to make them ill.
Clear.
But Here is the kind of pièce de résistance.
Yeah, this will be like the standout.
You'll be able to see it better. I'll move out the way, but you'll be able to see it better in, obviously when it's in the room, we'll put some like nice photos of it. But this is the main sink. It's like a really good size. If you,
it's quite deep.
You can see it's like the length of my arm.
Yeah.
And that is going to be like wall mounted floating. They've already done the brackets as you saw. And that wasn't cheap.
No, but it was a lot cheaper than it could have been.
And we ended up being really lucky because the one we ordered that was smaller and it was like a slightly different stone, very similar, but slightly different. They basically sold it and didn't really know. They handled it really well. They were really great about it, but they ended up being like, choose any other one. And the one that was the most similar that would fit ended up being like an extra few £100,
yeah, and it was a bit bigger. So
and it's bigger. So we've actually ended up getting a bigger one and yeah, for better. So we'll also leave everything linked.
Yes, I would say with the sink, order it in plenty of time because we did have a bit of a nightmare thinking it wasn't going to turn up.
Yeah.
So just, if you do want to get it, it's so worth the money, but just order it well in advance.
Yeah. Also, you might have seen some of this in a vlog because I think the shelf we've shown in a vlog, like a haul. This is the upstand for the
upstand, isn't it?
Sink, and this is where the like faucets are going to go in here.
Yes.
Which we're really, really excited about. That everything is in this kind of unlacquered brass, which is all from Morocco.
Yes, everything's from Morocco. The marble is from Turkey.
Yeah, and then this is the marble shelf that you may have already seen.
The guy was actually so nice.
That's going to sit in the shower.
Yeah, that's going to be like where we put our products.
Quite heavy.
Yeah.
It's like
He's sending like an iron mount for it. But yeah, the guy was so nice. I asked him if he could make one of these. And obviously we'd pay him. And he just said like, oh, I've got offcuts. I'll just make it for free and send it. Which is so nice.
Like from our sink. And he's just a guy on Etsy.
Yeah, it's like really nice.
Yeah, and we're like, just so everyone knows, this is not an ad. He doesn't know
fully paid.
Us. Like we fully paid. He just was very kind. So we really recommend him. We've got absolutely everything in that same brass finish. Like that's the waste pipe for the sink, the trap, sorry. Then the plug, everything like that. And then we actually, when we were back in Bristol seeing my mum, we were talking through all of our plans for the bathroom because she's really into homeware and stuff as well. And she mentioned these wall lights from Pookie that we had in the cottage that she had in her garage because we thought we might want them again at some point. And we thought one of those would go perfectly above the mirror. So we spoke to the plumber, and they do electrics and stuff as well. And he said that he would make space for it. So that's going to sit above the mirror. We just need to order like a really small shade, maybe well, I don't know. We'll have a little look maybe tonight.
I'll try and match the kitchen ones maybe, or like maybe something a bit more see-through.
We'll show you, well, you might have seen the kitchen ones already. And then what else do we have? We've got
a little loo roll holder.
We've got
same.
And then over there, I won't show you all of that, but that's like the shower, all the shower unit. Oh wait, we'll show you the taps though for the...
I like the little handheld shower.
Under
the cushion.
Oh, this
I think that's so cute.
Yeah, this is the freehand
shower.
The when you don't want to get your hair wet one. And then those are the knobs for the
shower.
Taps. Not for the shower. Yeah, for the marble sink.
Oh, yes.
The shower one is squarer. We couldn't actually get the same style in time, so we've gone for like a square one, which is fine. And yeah, that is pretty much everything. I think that's all of the updates. We are going to be coming more like every day now. We're back here tomorrow, so we will show you the progress tomorrow because I feel like it's getting near the end.
It'll start like moving quite quickly now.
Yeah, and we're also, those of you that don't know, we've stayed here a couple of times now, but we haven't fully moved in yet. So we're here every day and we've got people here every day, but
once the bathroom's done, I think that's it.
We can properly move in. So by the time you watch this, we'll be living here, which is really exciting.
Right, I'm just on my iPhone because I've come here on my own. Toby's just at home working, but I've just come back to look at the bathroom and they've done all the grouting, which is really exciting. So here's how it's looking. It looks so good. I'm honestly like so pleased with the work they've done. And then the floor's still a little bit dirty, but Toby's idea of covering the grout lines. So those grout lines are the ones that are dark there. And then there's going to be a shower screen here, so you won't see any of that one. But how good. It really worked, doing the like white for the subway line or brick lines and then the dark there. It just really hides it. It's honestly perfect. So that's how all of that's looking. Eek, they've done such a good job.
So I think the last thing we showed you was the grouting being done, which was actually a little while ago.
Yeah.
We've been wanting to wait for some like finishing touches to arrive because the guys who were doing the bathroom have been kind of doing that and some other work on the house.
Yeah.
But it is pretty much there now.
It's pretty much there. We're still waiting on a few final, more like the styling pieces, I guess. Like the main bathroom is done. So the workmen have all finished in there. So the bits that we're waiting for are just like things that we can add to it really easily. So it's really exciting. It's like we just love it.
We have literally just sealed the floor and the marble sink, but we want to get this vlog out like ASAP. So what we're going to do is let that set, let that cure, and then we're going to give it a really good deep clean because we don't want to like get everything wet until then. But in the meantime, we have shot a few little moments of just like sneak peeks of how the whole space is looking before we can get like the full tour video out for you. We're not doing this to be annoying at all. We just know our schedule's been a bit all over the place, and we hope you enjoyed seeing kind of the process up to now anyway, and the few little sneak peeks. And then next week we're going to do the full like dressing the space, the finishing touches, and the full like tour.
It was really weird though, because I know we literally just last showed you the grouting being finished, but basically it just came together really quickly. It was like a day for them to basically fit all of the like hardware in the bathroom. So we couldn't really show you it being done because it was just like done.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
Sorry, we get a lot of comments about microphones. I'm just looking, and one of ours is blue and one's yellow. Like, look, mine's blue.
Oh, yeah.
Yours is yellow. I don't know what that means.
I looked that up. That's something to do with noise cancelling.
Oh.
I think I can just...
I'm getting deja vu.
There. If you press the on button,
it changes
it to noise cancelling. So does that sound any different? Who knows?
No. Who knows? Yeah, just like the opticians. Does this sound better?
Yeah, look, no, it's that side. It goes yellow.
Or this. This. Or this.
Basically, we're really not good at technology, so
we're not good.
If you can hear us, you can hear us.
Yeah, we're trying our best to figure it out and get better. This is still like a new thing to us. We've actually only been vlogging for like a couple of years still, so we're not pros. But we hope you enjoyed the video. There's some sneak peeks coming up now. Subscribe if you want to see the full reveal. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. Have a good week. Bye.